Hello, I'm Kyle,
I'm Eric.
and today we are going to be giving you some tips on how to prepare yourself for one of the most generic and dreaded interview questions in the history of interview questions.
That always comes up, right, Kyle?
Always. In preparation for an interview, we do our due diligence and we think about all of the types of questions that are going to be asked in the interview process. And the one that always slips through the cracks is that most generic question of tell me a little bit about yourself. So Eric and I are going to provide some tips today as to how do you make the most out of that question. And number one is really to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. You know, we want to tie the question and the answer back to previous work history and things of that nature, but also, we want to limit that personal information. You know, where you grew up, where you went to school, how many dogs you've got. It's not relevant, and the interviewer really isn't wanting to listen to that. But we want to make sure that we're keeping everything sweet and to the point.
Absolutely. Good tips, Kyle. A couple more to look at is definitely you want to focus on your transferable skills over to the position. Definitely focus on all those things that you've done in the past that are really going to set you apart in this role. And I think the most important one out of all the tips we're going to give you is don't bash your previous employer or experiences. That's just something we frown upon in the interview, and it's just not going to get you very far. We've all had those bad experiences or bad situations we've been in, but don't expound on those. Just stay away from that.
Yeah, and with that in mind as well, because if you're going to do that to a previous employer, you know, if unfortunately you end up leaving our organization one day, what's to say you're not going to do the same to us?
Absolutely. Good point. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kyle. Thanks for watching today. I blacked out there for a second. My third Will Ferrell reference. Old school. There we go.